Hello, Nikki here from Happy Hormones for Life, and we are very close to Christmas if you hadn't noticed. And for the last video of this year, I thought I'd have a little chat about Christmas and the hormone havoc it can provoke, and also how to really survive this whole period without piling on the pounds and getting your hormones in a real tears for the new year. So Christmas is a time when your hormones can take a massive battering. And in return, they're likely to leave you a few gifts. Some excess pounds around your waist, a foul mood, and zero energy come January. So what's happening? Well, let's start with the stress. If you're a woman with a family or without a family, but you're going to be working, you've got a busy job, you've got a lot on your plate, Christmas is no doubt one of the most, well, if not the most stressful times of the year. We know that. You're super busy at the best of times, but add in the extra shopping, the planning, the cooking, the relatives, and the rest. It can be really, really hard. You're likely to be running on cortisol and adrenaline, your stress hormones, to keep you going through this time. And if you've got too much of that going on, it really can make you cranky, wired, and exhausted, frankly. And if you haven't got enough cortisol, it's going to be really hard to get you through it all because you're just going to be too tired, over emotional, and anxious. Either way, stress packs on the pounds, we know that, and especially around that middle area, that belly fat. And that's because cortisol's job is to raise your blood sugar. So obviously the fight or flight response in case we need to run away or fight the lion. But you won't be using all that sugar to fight or flight. So you're going to store it away as belly fat for another time. That's what cortisol does. Cortisol also messes with your thyroid, so that regulates your metabolism, and that's going to make you more sluggish than normal and likely to put on weight. And of course, there's the food at Christmas. Now, with the best will in the world, you're not going to be able to avoid a lot of the temptations of Christmas. I'm the last person that can resist a mince pie or especially a glass of wine or some fizz. Pile on top of that a few Christmas lunches, some gingerbread lattes, you know, the one, you know, stick a bit of syrup in there, it's Christmas. Or that, you know, the kids' Cadbury selection box. You're going to have to manage this big, huge carb fest. All those carbs are going to put you on the blood sugar roller coaster, giving you that huge insulin highs and blood sugar lows, making you exhausted and craving more sugary carbs and snacks. And of course, insulin mops all that extra sugar up and stores it away as fat. And of course, your exercise might go down as well because you're busy, so you'll not be running off that extra sugar. Alcohol is another big thing. It's hard to resist this time of year, and that really messes with your blood sugar as well. And also can mess with your hydration. It's going to leave you dehydrated and add to the body's stress levels, and messing with your sleep as well. So it can be a bit of a disaster. It's all very depressing, but it's not, because there are things you can do to beat mitigate the damage, if you like. So I'm going to give you some tips, my Christmas tips, to make sure that you're not really climbing a mountain come January, because that's what it can feel like. Firstly, so eat before you go out. Make sure you have healthy meal or some kind of healthy snack before you go to the party, so that you can avoid those carby canapes and snacks. Loads of veggies, some good protein, some healthy fats will fill you up before you go. So you're not gonna have that hunger pangs when you get there, and you're gonna have lots of nutrients for your hormones to be working properly. Secondly, it's always good to prioritize one or two events that you really want to just let go at, indulge at, that you're your go-to events that you don't really want to worry about anything. But if you limit it to one or two, you're not going to overdo every single event. Thirdly, offer to be the driver. Obviously, that gives your liver a break, and you know you'll do someone else a favour too, usually your partner. Fourthly, don't overstock or stock up on the Christmas food. Buy what you need and then keep the treats to a minimum. The more temptation in those cupboards, the more you're going to indulge, especially if you're stressed or tired or whatever. Number 5 is kind of limit the cocktails. Try and avoid too many cocktails. They are loaded with sugar. If you're going to drink, try the red wine, much less sugar in it, and you're much less likely to drink too much as well. Number 6 is drink plenty of water. Please don't forget to drink the water, especially when you're drinking alcohol. Try and get 1 glass of water between the drinks, and make sure you drink a ton of water at night so that you don't wake up at 3 o'clock really dehydrated. Number 8 is eat well in between your events. So make sure you're getting plenty of those nutrients, the healthy fats and the proteins. Protein smoothies are great for this. If you do them with more veggies than fruit, even better. They should keep you on track, and you're going to be able to, your body's going to be able to handle those extra indulgences a lot easier. Number 9, stick with the program. So don't let up on your exercise or your classes just because it's Christmas. You know, because your body's going to need to burn off those excess carbs, and that's going to help you minimize any weight gain. 10 is relax. Easier said than done, I know, because it can be a really stressful time. And when we're stressed, we crave the wrong foods. So it's really, really important that you schedule in some relaxation. And, you know, that can be a yoga class, Pilates class, some meditation, some relaxation tapes, music. Get out for a walk as much as you can, even if the weather's not great. Get a massage in if you've got some time off. Have your Epsom salts bath, or a few more of them, especially if you don't have to get up the next day. You've got a little bit more time on your hands. Whatever keeps you chilled, make sure you schedule that in. And lastly, don't write off the Christmas period and leave it to January to sort out, because, you know, that's very tempting to do now, but come January, you're going to really regret that. The task is going to be so much bigger than it could have been. So I know all of that is easier said than done, and, you know, it is Christmas after all, and you know, we want to not stress and not worry about anything. But if you do a few of these tips, you're going to be helping your hormones to look after you, and you might be surprised you can still do up your jeans post the binge season. And if you don't manage to avoid the weight gain or exhaustion, and you need some help getting those hormones back on track in the new year, get in touch with us. We can sort you out and get you on a program. So whatever happens, have a fantastic break. Do please look after yourselves, lots of self-care, and I will see you in the new year. Take care.